discuss the GRETSCH Streamliner G2655. Hey, James G here with Tarpley Music in Fort Worth, Texas. You can always find us online at tarpleymusic.com. Please subscribe to the channel below if you haven't done so already. So this is the GRETSCH Streamliner G2655. There's a lot of these different types of series in the GRETSCH family, and the reason is they're really good at semi-hollow and hollow bodies and old chambered style guitars. So this is really my favorite area for their guitars. I really love this guitar in the fact that it's basically, it's kind of like a Gibson ES339. So they basically took the double cutaway, you know, like the ES335, and just kind of shrunk it down. So it is a little bit more of a focused sound because there is less room, but it's extremely comfortable to play, and it feels very small and kind of like, you know, a solid body, like a Strat or maybe a Tele or something like that. But anyway, so this is, it's all laminated maple, but this is a spruce center block. So you are going to get some of that good volume from these humbuckers, and then in like a solid block here, and then the wings are completely hollow. So it is like a semi-hollow, completely laminated maple. So a lot of great high end. This is a NATO neck. This is a Laurel fingerboard. And Laurel kind of takes a backseat sometimes to rosewood, but it really is very close. I really like it. There's not quite the warmth from rosewood, but it is an easier wood to find. It's a great tone wood for fingerboards and being able to keep the cost down like that. So don't dismiss Laurel. It's really good fretboard material. A lot of people are starting to use it kind of as an option for rosewood, and I think it plays fantastic. So it is a 12-inch radius, and this is like a thin U neck, so it's extremely comfortable for small hands, especially doing a lot of crazy chord shapes and stuff like that. This is a synthetic bone nut, and it has 22 frets. This particular model is with the V-stop tail, and then it has the Adjust-O-Matic bridge here that you can adjust, and then saddles back and forth for intonation. And you can get a version of this that does have a Bigsby vibrato also, but this is just the standard. And it's such a great amount of guitar for a very low budget, in my opinion. It's under $500. Killer guitar for that. So the electronics we have here, GRETSCH, they're really well known for doing a master volume right here in one of the cutaways, which is just really great for swells and things like that. It's a three-way toggle switch to toggle you between your neck, both pickups, and bridge pickup. Each pickup has its own volume, and then there's a master tone if you want to roll the highs off, anything like that. So it's a pretty simple setup, but a lot of different there's a lot of different tone capabilities that you can do. And most part, a lot of this tends to be a real clean sounding guitar. A lot of your jazz blues players, Western swing and things like that, we really love guitars like this, but it can definitely handle, you know, overdrive. If you want to push it, you can. We're just going to really kind of focus on the beauty of the clean sound of this thing and go through all the different settings. So right now I have all the volume and the tones are all the way open, which means I've got them all the way up. And I'm going to start here. And so this top position here is with the neck pickup only. So it's used a lot for chord playing or rhythm playing generally. And then we're going right through Fender Deluxe Reverb amp Tone Master, going direct out of that right into the interface. Just going to play a couple simple chords because you can really hear the difference of the pickups. And then we're going to mess with the tone knob just a little bit so you can hear that high coming off of it. So here is the neck pickup. Moving into the middle position, so this has activated both pickups. So now we're going to switch to the bridge only pickup. So this is also referred to as a treble pickup because you'll get a lot of that higher end. starting at that pickup, like I said, you can take your master tone and it will affect all of them. So this is the extreme of it. You can really muffle it out. But if you put about in the middle there, so when I'm in middle position, I've got volume for each pickup, so you can definitely blend with how much of one you want over the other, then hit that master tone as well. Now the beauty of this whole thing is with messing with this is you always have a master volume. So regardless of what's done here, this is gonna take that whole setting and just move it up and down. So I kind of like this setting, but it's a little too much, or it's too hot or whatever, then you can do that. Extremely comfortable to play, and you'll hear in the next demo of how just not chord strumming like this, but how you're chopping some chords and playing leads, how it's just as effective. All right, so we've heard this guitar on its own, so now we're gonna hear it in the mix with some cool tracks that I had recorded earlier. All right, let's hit it, boys. So if you're looking for a really great, easy to play type hollow body or semi hollow body, I think this is a really good one to check out, especially if you're on a budget, because it's a lot of guitar for less than 500 bucks. There's a lot of great colors too, not just the natural. You can actually go to GRETSCH's website and you can see there's a lot of really great colors too, but this really shows that layered maple of how it looks. Really nice binding. It's got some cool purfling there. Purfling is these inner layers that you see. The binding is literally the part that connects that top to the sides. The purfling is just kind of just added prettiness, for lack of better words. Great tortoiseshell pickguard. It looks very, very classic. It's very, very light. And I've played a lot of different styles on this. I kind of chose sort of a jazzy thing for in the mix, just because I really think it shines there. That chord chomping and those little jazz lead lines, I just love it. I've really enjoyed it. Beautiful big block inlay, very vintagey, right? Like I said, very light. So if you're standing and playing a lot, it's not going to wear on your back like a heavier solid body would. So there's a lot of these, and there's a lot of different models with the jets and stuff from GRETSCH. This is kind of their starting point in this small double cutaway style body. Like I said, you can get it without the F-holes. There's a model, and then with Bigsby, and there's a lot of options, and we have a lot of those here. So if you want to come down to Tarpley Music and you can start on this one, there's some other guitars you can play. It's like, well, this is kind of the solid body version that has a Bigsby, and this is, but it's going to be this same style body where it's like a small, like I said before, a Gibson ES 339, which is a killer guitar in its own. So hope you got some great information out of this video. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Please hit like if you did, and make sure you subscribe to the channel below. It really, really helps us out if you do that. And if you want to watch as more videos drop, just turn on notifications. We'll see you on the next video.